for you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hunting, it's hunting, it's hunting.
I believe Jen.
Oh my god, it was coming right for your ass. Holy shit.
Dude, it wanted me.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Whatever,
saw
just
that.
do it.
You
Just
ducked
EMF
and
for it.
dodged.
I mean,
Like dodgeball.
EMF and UV.
UV?
Yeah, one nightmare, so we're only gonna get the two.
You changed
Wait, I thought we
it?
were professional. Oh, we are Nightmare.
I changed
I'm cold.
It's not a Goryo.
I'm pretty sure I heard a little bit of a speed change, and it's not a Myling. I don't think it's an Obake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it wanted
I'm pretty
me.
sure I saw the speed change. Oh, I heard it, so
It's
probably
moving
would it be?
towards me.
Oh, Jen, okay.
probably.
So we all good?
Sounds good to me.
Not a Myling. Pretty confident it's not an Obake, and
It can't be a Goryo.
if it's a Goryo, then, you know.
No, it
There's
would
gonna
have
be
to
like
give
20
dots. If it was a Goryo.
Yeah, I know, but it could take a while.
No. We already have 2 evidence.
Yeah, I know.
So it
That's
can't
what I'm
be a
saying.
Goryo.
It's like impossible to find out right now.
No, we already know, because we have 2 evidence. So if the third one was dots, it would... One of our given 2 evidence would have to be dots.
Oh.
Like, it has to have dots as one of its 2 evidence, or 1 evidence. Some ghosts have, like, confirmed. Like, the Moroi has Spirit Box, the Obake has Ultraviolet, etc. So because it didn't give dots, it's not the Goryo, because they would need to...
See,
have
where
to
did
give-
this info come from, though? Because people keep saying that shit, but I
'Cause
don't understand where.
Some ghosts have forced evidence, because they have
Yeah, but
special
where-
interactions with it.
Yes, but where
a
did this info
Goryo.
come from?
I
Because
don't
every
know, it's
time
just how the game
people
works.
say it, and I ask where it came from, they either go like, I don't know, I just heard it from a bunch of people, or they go, I got it from Google. And it's like, you better get throat punched.
Well, it's like, I didn't just hear this from a friend, it's just how the game works. I've heard this many times, and like...
Yes, but I've also heard a bunch of stupid shit many times.
Gang, I played this game.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the button. Do we
I
think
don't
it's a
know what to tell
Jin?
Yes.
Everyone
I think
on
it's
it
a
again.
Jin.
Okay.
Forced evidence is real, you could just look it up.
I don't know, man. Obaka is not, or the fucking Mimic's the only one I know of.
Mimics, yeah, but that's slightly different.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Good shit.
All the other ones, like, oh, it's forced to do this and this. It's like, there's not really a way to prove that necessarily.
No, yes you can, because they literally have special interactions with it.
Yeah, that's a thing. But that doesn't mean it's going to be forced to show that evidence.
That's how
no
the
matter
game.
what.
That's just how the game works.
And also, forced evidence
Right,
would be something where, like, even if you had no evidence set on.
No, it doesn't
It
apply to
would-
no evidence, obviously, but it does apply for limited
Yeah, but
evidence.
mimics
modes.
apply to that.
Because mimics are—that's an ability. It's not evidence.
Is it though? Because their
Yes,
ability is
'cause
to
it's not
copy
one of their
other
evidences.
ghosts. Yeah, but like an ability for the mimic's ability is
Guys.
to mimic other ghosts.
But
Copy
it's still one of their, like, it's not evidence. It's fake evidence for the mimics, so it doesn't. So that's why you can still
Yeah,
see it
but
on
it's
no
still
evidence.
a piece of evidence.
No.
While the other shit is just something it does. While like shit like it being forced to show you one of its evidence, there's the only way you could really prove that is by getting that ghost like fucking 100+ times
And
it
people
happening
have
every
played this
time.
game for a while. Dude,
Yeah,
how are you
but
prestige
people
13?
also don't. You know how many times people have told me shit and then I prove it wrong within 3 matches?
Okay, well, can you give me an example? Because I know there are some weird rumors.
All of the shit, like, so many fucking, like, people have said some shit about how fucking, see, I don't know, it's been a while since
Because I hear a
fucking
lot about
listened to
Obake
anybody.
shapeshifts. No one ever knows how those work. But, like...
Supposedly it's
do.
like a 6% chance
I've
for
seen
every
them
blink or
before.
some shit.
Yeah, you know that, and you don't know forced evidence.
Yeah,
Girly, can you
because
come help
forced
solve an
evidence
argument?
every time it's
What's
explained
going
to
on
me
here?
like you just did. It doesn't make any sense. Like there's nothing that you could use as actual evidence against it.
Okay,
Other
in limited
than
evidence modes like
I
Nightmare,
did
some
it
ghosts have
100
forced
times.
evidence. Like Goryo is always gonna
Yes.
have dots.
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I understand the words coming out of your mouth, and I understand what you're saying. But what I'm not understanding is where's the info coming from? Because every time I
devs.
ask people that say it, they fucking say Google, or they go like, I've just heard it from a lot
It's
of people. playing," and
probably
it's like,
just been tested enough that it can be
There's a
spread
Wikipedia
as common
for this
information.
shit.
I've learned
I've
everything
never
I know about this game
heard
through
anybody.
word of mouth. Like,
yeah. It did, and I've also heard half of the shit I've ever been told about this game has been bullshit.
that doesn't
So-
mean...
Yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I'm questioning it because it's like people also say when it throws a book, like Nightmare.
I
and
know
all
that, yeah, because that
means
doesn't
no
guarantee it.
writing. But I've proven that one wrong. Like it
yeah.
can almost guarantee.
It
Like,
only
it's like
means
an
no
80
writing if you have all 3 evidence.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's basically an 80% chance from what I've seen that it will be no writing. But it doesn't mean it because I've gotten it multiple times where there's a ghost that had writing. Even though
Yeah, because
through
that
the
would be the evidence it's hiding. It just means it won't give you it if it has
Yeah,
writing.
it's just people think that that's not going to be evidence because they think it's like a little loophole because it's throwing the book because it's a ghost that doesn't give that as evidence. So it's throwing it and then they don't hide that even though it's a Nightmare. Like they just use that as thinking it's a loophole, but it's actually not. That's
'Cause
just
people
a
be
random way for them to not give the evidence, so it could still happen. But that's what I'm saying. Like people see shit like that and immediately take it as fact, even though there's no evidence to prove that it's actually fact.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say other than forced evidence is just it's how the game works.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. You didn't make the game, so you wouldn't know whether
No,
it's real or
but
not unless
everyone
somebody
that
that
it's-
made it told you.
Everyone that I've interacted with, like even fucking John
Yes.
Phasmophobia in Sim talks about forced evidence.
Yes, but that's the thing, though. I need evidence. I need real fucking evidence.
Oh my god, go play the game of you. How many times have you
mean-
been? You're Prestige 13.
Mhm.
You could just data mine the files like a lot of people do, but that's boring as hell.
Yeah.
Like I need.
That's where they get the evidence from. Or like the Wikipedia.
I've never needed to rely on something like that,
For real.
and it's just like. I don't know. It throws me off. I've been told too many lies, so now I have trust issues when people tell me shit.
You know, trickle down economics doesn't work the way we think.
But your
it
trust
does.
issues are not my responsibility.
Yeah, but you see, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I don't believe it is 100% fact.
The
Because there
burden of
is no
evidence does
actual
not fall on me. Or
It falls on the prosecution to.
it falls on you.
It falls on whoever the fuck I say it falls on.
Falls on Brownstone High School.
I had to write an essay on
fuck
this
no.
once.
I don't believe some shit until I see actual evidence of it. and I ain't pulling out a fucking notebook to write down every time a Goryo gives me dots when it's supposed to hide shit.
Because that's the unique behavior. So, like, if you're trying to identify ghosts based on behavior, and
see,
if you
here's
don't
the
have their
awesome
behavior,
Here's the main thing. I would believe it if the mimics shit didn't exist. Because
the mimics are different.
But that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense for the mimic to have the ability to mimic other ghosts, like random secret behavior things, but also have an ability to give a third piece of or fourth piece of evidence. Like, it just throws me off. It makes me
Because-
not 100% trust this random, no evidence fucking theory.
The mimic
Like-
orbs are not part of their listed evidence. It's part of like one of
Yeah, I know.
how they works. So
I know this. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I think we're misunderstanding
works
like, ghost
differently.
interactions for evidence
That's
interactions.
what I'm saying. I'm saying it's weird that it's like false evidence. That's what, like, if you're trying to describe the mimic's apparently ability to give a fourth piece of evidence,
Hurry up so we can
being
run away from this.
orbs, forced evidence is the perfect way to describe
because that just conveys the meaning faster. I don't.
it. Yes, that's because that's English. That's the perfect way to
Yeah.
say that.
That doesn't
So it
mean other
fucking
versions
yeah,
of
I know,
force
but it
evidence
throws
are
me off.
wrong.
It throws
Anyway,
me off when
Goryo's have
somebody says
forced dots,
evidence
Obaka
when
is
it's
forced
otherwise.
UV.
It's just stupid.
Mhm.
They should have made it something else. They should have just
I
not
don't-
did the mimic.
I think
Have you guys ever had a mimic that doesn't walk through salt because it's mimicking a rave?
Ooh, I don't think
I did
so.
One time.
I know the mimic
I
can
never
give you
noticed
a
if I
front
did.
door handprint. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I would never trust it.
I'm clipping that.